Savannah, what kind of person doesn't know how to put gas in a car? It's a hybrid. That doesn't mean that it doesn't take gas. We had only been married for 6 hours, and here we were, sitting stranded on the side of the road, having our first real argument as a married couple. We decided to save money on our honeymoon by driving, but here we were in the middle of the night, in the middle of boondock nowhere, Tennessee, on the side of a mountain, broken down. No cell phone, no Wi-Fi, no OnStar. Somehow I started hearing my grandfather's words echoing in my head, but I didn't have time for that. We were stranded, and I had to find a way to get us home. Welcome to Paranormal Nightshift, your fan stories told here. What did Savannah and James come across that late night? James stood outside in the dark next to the cheap hybrid rental car that his wife had gotten from Enterprise. They were stranded, and there was nothing he could do. They hadn't seen a car drive by in what seemed like hours, but the best they could think of was flag down the next car that passed by. Maybe they could help. Finally, in the distance, he saw headlights. Standing in the middle of the road, James flagged down an old farm truck and asked if they could help. "Looks like you're out of gas there, Sonny," the old man said to James. "I can go get you some, but you never can be careful this day. I'm gonna have to drive back to you. Y'all stay here with the car." It sounded like a scam, and after a little bit of an argument with Savannah, we agreed. What other option did we have? I'll give the guy $10. Maybe he'll drive to the gas station and come back. Other than that, I don't have anything else to do. As the old man took off, his headlights lit something up in the distance in the woods. Something large. Whatever it was had been watching us this whole time, it felt like. And it kept getting closer and closer now that the truck had left. What is that? Be quiet, Savannah. There's something out there, and it's watching us. People don't understand how dark can really be. When you drive up into the mountains away from manufactured light, the moonlight's all you have, and tonight, we didn't even have that. Whatever was out there was watching us, and it knew we had nowhere else to go. "I'm frightened," Savannah said. James was scared too, but he knew he had to be brave for his new bride, and then it happened. Bam! 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 The car must have moved what felt like 20, 40, 50 feet up the road. Something had pushed the back of the car as hard as it could. Bam! 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 Now the side of the car was shaking. Whoever had been watching us is now trying to get inside, pounding on the roof and the side of the doors. It's so large, it's not moving, but it's moving the whole vehicle. It was now on top of the car. I could hear its claws hitting the metal, the weight of the beast causing the windows to break and shatter. Anna screamed in fright, but what else was James supposed to do? We were sitting ducks. This thing was huge, and it was on top of the car, just trying to get in. Suddenly, lights started coming down from the top of the mountain, and whatever light it was, it started illuminating this creature, a large, dog-like beast, larger than anything I had ever seen before. It looked like a werewolf. It must have been 7 or 8 foot tall. Its head and its fangs were so large, like nothing I had ever seen before. At the headlights coming down in the distance and then looked straight at me and ran off. It was the old man. We decided it was best that we rode with him. The car was destroyed. We rode with him up to the cabin and stayed the night. None of us slept at all. The next morning I had to call an insurance adjuster to come look at the car. I knew nobody was going to believe our story until we saw the car. Next morning in daylight with the insurance adjuster, we went down to where the car was, and it was destroyed. Gashes all throughout the metal. The windshield was broken. All the glass was scattered across the highway. It looked like something had hit the car. We've all heard stories of werewolves and dogmen, but I always thought they were just stories until that night. If you believe in the paranormal and things that go bump in the night, then you've found the right place. Welcome to Paranormal Nightshift, your fan stories told here. People are often skeptical of stories like this, but there's so many. And it only takes one. It only takes one for the stories all to have a little bit of truth. In the case of cryptids, how do you deny the existence of something when there's so much left unknown?